Hi everyone, in this lesson we're going to be going over something known as the CAGED system. It's a system of learning and memorising various bar chords across the fretboard. And it's all based around the chords of C, A, G, E and D. Those are the only chords you need to learn this system. So I'm going to start off with all these basic chords. We have our C shape chord here, an A, our G, E major and D. Now the basic premise of this system is learning how we can move all of these various shapes to anywhere on the fretboard. For instance, we can move our E shape up to our 5th fret and we have an A major chord. What we're doing when we're barring a chord is moving our nut of the guitar, this bit up here, up. We're using our finger as the new, we're using our first finger as the new nut basically. So when we're moving our E, we move our nut up to the 5th fret. We place our fingers in the same position they would be in a normal open E chord. We're getting an A. Now the same could be done for each of these chords in the CAGED system. For our A, we can move it up to our 7th fret. We play our normal A shape. We have an E. So there we've turned our A chord into an E. Move our E to an A. So for each of these chords, a simple way of learning what they would be is to learn the notes on each of the frets on our strings. So for our E shape, if we want to move it and make it become a G, we'll move this bass note into a G position, on the 3rd fret for instance. We'll bar it along here with our first finger, and we'll play our E shape with our other 3 fingers. We have our G major chord, which is the same as. Now the E and the A shapes are the easiest shapes to play because they're more simple than the others. For our C, it is quite tricky. So for our C, if we want to move it up to an F position for instance, we'll play our C shape with these 3 fingers. This is quite difficult and quite a big stretch. And then we'll bar the rest of these strings with our first finger. We're going to be playing this string, this chord, from our A string. So it'll be the note that our pinky finger is on, which is the root note of this chord. For instance here it's an F. It's as simple as that. The same can be done for each of these other chords as well. This is our D. We're moving our D up to a G here. We're playing it from our D string. Our root note has been moved up to here. We've moved our nut up to here, which is a G. We're barring our D shape with our ring finger across these top 3 strings. We're placing our little finger in between them. That is a difficult chord to play because it requires a bit of strength and it's a little bit painful as well. We won't go into the G shape today because it is a little bit hard. I know it's not used a whole lot. Basically you're doing this, which is not easy, but we'll go over that at a later date. So how can we go about learning the notes on each of these frets? Now a method that I use is relatively simple. It doesn't take a whole lot of time either. It takes a little bit of dedication, across a few days. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a note, any note in the chromatic scale, say A, we'll go for A. And then we'll go across each string and we'll find our A note. So here we have it on the 5th fret of our E string. Then we can either have an open string for our 5th fret, 5th string, or we can have it on the 12th fret, so it repeats. 4th string on our D, it's on our 7th fret. On our G, it will be on our 2nd fret. On our B string, move up to our 10th, and that's the 5th on the E again. We'll go through that on every note across a couple of days. So you'll pick a note the first day, say A or B. And do that a couple of times and try and get it speed up a little bit so you don't have to think about it, and just do that every day. And in no time at all you'll have learned all the notes on the fretboard. Then after you've done it, you'll be able to just move it up 12 frets to have it on the frets above the 12. Because after the 12th everything just repeats. It's as simple as that.